Hi guys, if you are viewing my channel first time, please subscribe to my channel for more updates on embedded systems. Today we are mainly discussing about on how to communicate 28051 microcontrollers directly without any intermediate devices. Okay, here today we are going to discuss mainly two use cases. Right now the use case one is using the IO port programming. Here we are going to communicate between the microcontrollers. Mainly we are going to exchange the logic 0 or logic 1 between the microcontroller. Okay, here if I press the switch, I am going to send logic 1 to the 2.0, and that two logic 1 will be exchanged between the microcontrollers. Okay, when I receive the logic 1 to here, I am going to turn on the this particular LED. Similarly, if I just open the switch, I am going to send logic 0 across this 2.0. Similarly, same logic will be received by the this 1.0 of the microcontroller 2. And when I receive the logic 0 from the other microcontroller, I am going to turn off the LED. Okay, this is the same logic we are going to implement now, and we are going to write the programming as well as we are going to design this hardware now. And here I am going to take the microcontroller 80C51. I am going to take two microcontrollers. Okay, here is the one, and here is another one. And here I am going to zoom little bit. Okay, here I am going to connect this 2.0 to 1.0 of the other microcontroller. Here I am going to exchange whatever the microcontroller logic 0 or logic 1. And here I am going to connect one switch. Okay, here the switch is there. I am going to connect across 2.0, and similar way I am going to take one terminal ground, and here I am going to connect switch to the ground and other end to the directly to the microcontroller pin. And similar way I am going to connect another ground to the LED. Here I am going to take one more LED from the library. Okay, the same use case I am going to implement here. Here I am going to take one LED and I am going to interface to the this microcontroller. Okay, here whenever I am just sending logic 1 from the this microcontroller, I should turn on the LED, otherwise I should turn off the LED. Okay, here we should write specific program here to this microcontroller, saying that whenever it is pressed I should send logic 1, whenever it is open I should send logic 0. Okay, this is the program we should write here. And in this case, in this microcontroller we should write whenever it is logic 1 I should turn on the LED, whenever it is logic 0 I should turn off the LED. Okay, this programming we should write here. Okay, right now I am going to write two programs. Okay, one is for the TX microcontroller, one is for the RX microcontroller. Here I am going to create new project in the desktop right now, and we are going to write the programming step by step. And I am going to desktop now. Here we have the desktop, and here similar way how we created other projects like bank locker security. Okay, similar way we are going to create a new folder here. Okay, in this new folder I am going to rename like okay to microcontrollers communication. Okay, here the new folder I was created, I was opening that folder which I was created, and similar way the project name also I am giving the same. Okay, to microcontrollers communication. Okay, here similar way I was created the microvision project name, and here we should select the our hardware. Here we are going to use the Intel only 8051, and that startup will be created. Here I am going to write my program like tx1 tx dot c. Here tx.c. Okay, here I am going to create tx.c for the this microcontroller, and rx.c for the this microcontroller. Okay, here I am going to write the programming hash include register 51.h. If you want to use any microcontroller 8051 register, so we should include this header file always as bit. Here I am connecting switch to the port 1 cap of 0 in the hardware, and similar way as bit I can consider as out pin equal to port 2 cap of 0. Okay, this is the two pins I am using in the microcontroller one. See here, 2.0 is out pin. I will consider as out pin. This is the in pin. Okay, here switch is I connected 1.0. Similar here we'll see switch, and 2.0 is out pin. Okay, this is a microcontroller one programming I am writing here. Okay, here microcontroller one. Okay, here I am going to start my programming void main. Okay, always the execution will start from the main. Okay, here I am going to open and close. I am doing it here, and we should always write while of one. Why? Because always execution is repeated. Okay, I should execute this piece of code multiple times, like infinite times. Okay, this is like I will consider as a infinite loop. Infinite loop. Okay, this is a infinite loop. Okay, similar here I am going to write if switch double equal to 0, that means switch is pressed. I can consider it as a switch pressed. Okay, if switch pressed, I am going to send logic 1 output pin to the logic 1. Okay, equal to logic 1. And else, for example, if the switch is not pressed, I am going to send logic 0 across the out pin. Okay, here I will send like logic 0. Okay, this is the way we were written the program for the tx.c for the first microcontroller. See, our use case is the same, right? Here, if I press the switch, I am going to send logic 1 across the 2.0. If the switch is not pressed, I am going to send logic 0 across the 2.0. Okay, this is a program I was written for the first microcontroller. The second microcontroller also we should write the program. Okay, here I am going to generate the hex file also to the same my.c file name. Here I am just renaming my executable name of the executable name is tx. Okay, it is matching to my.c. Okay, here I am going to create the tx .x file now, and I am going to save my program, compile, and if there is no errors, I am going to generate the hex file. Okay, I was generated hex file also. There is no errors right now. Okay, now I got the hex file, and similar way I should write the rx.c also. I am going to remove this tx.c. I am going to add new one saying that rx.c. Here I will create rx.c I was creating now. Okay, similar way I am going to copy the same programming, and here I will rename like microcontroller 2 program. Okay, here this should be there, and this I will consider as a in pin. I will consider as in pin. This is my LED. LED was connected across 2.0. Okay, if you see the hardware, 1.0 is in pin and 2.0 is my LED. Okay, in pin and LED. Okay, here when I receive the in pin is logic 1, I am going to send logic 1 to the LED. In pin double equal to 1, I am going to send LED to the logic 1. Similar way, this is LED. Okay, here in pin is 0. This logic is 1. Okay, in pin if I receive whatever the received is logic 1 from the other microcontroller. Okay, here if I receive the logic 1 from the other microcontroller, I will just set the LED to 1 and otherwise LED to 0. Okay, the same program we were written for the RX, and similar way we should change the output hex file name. Here this is RX. Right now I'm generating RX executable, and I'm going to compile now and see is there any errors. No errors. I am going to generate X file now. Okay, right now I am going to flash these two executables into the two microcontrollers. Here right now I am going to select, this is my always my frequency is always 11.0592 megahertz, and here I am going to select my hex file here, and here go to the objects. Here this is a tx microcontroller, that's why I was selected tx hex file, and this is my rx microcontroller, receiving end microcontroller, and again we should select the this one rx hex. Here always we should choose 11.0592 for in case of serial communication. Okay, mainly we are using the same frequency, and here we were written the program, and right now we are going to execute. Okay, before that we are going to save our program. Okay, here I am going to save into the desktop, microcontroller. Okay, to the same project I'm going to save like ISISI. Okay, here my project name I was given, I was saved. Okay, here I'm going to start my execution now. If I press the switch, I should turn on the LED, otherwise I should turn off. Okay, I think some location was wrong. Okay, again this is a tx.hex file, and this is my rx.hex file. Okay, the right now I was selected the same. Let's see whether it's working fine. Right now it's working, it is open. My LED is off. Here I am sending logic 0. See, blue is logic 0, and here also I am sending logic 0. Okay, when I press this one, I am going to send logic 1 here, and similarly if it is logic 1, I am going to send logic 1 here, so that I will turn on the LED as per the programming. See here, if I press the switch, I am going to turn on. If I open the switch, I am going to turn off. Okay, here see, turn off, turn on. Okay, this is the way we just fulfill the first use case, is this one. Okay, I using IO port programming, we are able to communicate between the two microcontrollers. Okay, similarly we have another use case 2, using the serial communication programming using UART communication. Okay, if you want to use the UART communication, always we should connect these two pins only. Okay, these are the special function features we have. If you want to transmit the data serially, we should use this TX pin. If you want to receive the data serially via this pin, so that we should use the this RX pin always. Okay, this is a dedicated feature, is already defined by the this 8051. And here if I press the switch, I am going to send some data from this microcontroller, like always I am going to send the A character. If I receive the A character to the second microcontroller, I am going to turn on the LED. For example, if I want to turn off the LED, I should send some other data to the this microcontroller. Okay, for example, if I just open the switch, I am going to send B from this microcontroller. If I receive the B character, then always I will turn off the LED. Okay, the this use case we are going to implement right now, and this is the second use case. Using the UART, we are going to communicate between the microcontrollers. Okay, here similar way I am going to write the programming for the this use case, second use case. Okay, already we have the program we were written for the LCD and serial communication. Okay, here one of the project we were done in the serial programming, serial communication programming continuation, we were done this coding. Okay, same programming I was taking, and we'll try to modify the same programming. And right now I am going to take the new .c file. Okay, this is my tx1, I will consider as a second use case, right? I will mention like tx1 .c file, extension is .c. Okay, right now I am going to write the tx1 .c file. And here LED is not required. If you see, right now I am going to change my hardware design. Okay, this tx pin I should connect to the rx pin of the other microcontroller. Okay, this is the rx pin of the other microcontroller. Okay, this is the way I was designed the hardware for the second use case. And similarly, if you want to connect the LCD, yes, we can also connect. Okay, here the switch also we should see where it is connected. Okay, here in the left side in the TX microcontroller, this microcontroller only, it has only the switch, and other feature is only we should transmit the data. Okay, that's why here the LED is connected in the receiver end. Okay, the other microcontroller. Okay, that's why I was commenting the LED now. Okay, and remaining features I am using it here. Okay, only LCD I was connected, and switch, that's it. Only these many pins we are using. This is for the LCD, these many pins, 2 and 8, totally 10 pins I am using for the LCD. And this is the another pin I am using for the switch. Okay, next here, if you want to communicate via serial communication, so we should always set the baud rate first. Okay, after that we can send a number of characters between the microcontrollers. Okay, here I was setting the T mode. Always we should use timer 1 mode to for the serial communication. Okay, here TH1, if I load with FD, it is setting 9600 baud rate. Here LED is not there, so I was commenting that. And SCON 50 means 8-bit data, one start bit and one stop bit we are using for the UART communication. And when I start that, the serial initialization is done. That means 9600 baud rate was set. And here LCD initialization. Okay, welcome to my project I was displaying. After that some delay, I was clearing that. I'm displaying YT Training Institute. After some delay, here I will mention like switch status, whether it is switch is pressed or not. I am going to display here. LED is not there. Okay, here second row I was displaying like in the LCD. Here I will say switch is pressed. Switch is pressed. Okay, here in the second case I will mention like switch is not pressed. Switch is not pressed. Okay, this is the way I was displaying like this, which is not pressed. And here I am going to send only one characters as we discussed in the initial, right? Okay, here I am going to send capital A. If the switch is pressed, I am going to send the capital A. And similar way, if I switch is not pressed, I am going to send capital B. Okay, here serial string is not required. Only we should send only one character if the switch is pressed. If the switch is not pressed, I should send B. If switch is pressed, I should send A. Okay, here the LED is not required. Okay, the program was done almost. Yeah, it's done. Okay, this is a tx dot c was done, and similar way I will create tx dot hex file, tx1 dot hex file I am going to create now. Here I will write like tx1 dot hex file it will create. Okay, here I'm compiling. Let's see if we have any issues with the compilation. And here I will generate the hex file. Okay, similarly, if you want to design the LCD also, we can design. Okay, let us connect the LCD also. Okay, here I was displaying some data, right? LCD. Okay, here 16 into 2 LCD we were written the program, and I am going to connect that. And RS is 2.0, and enable is this one. And the other pin we should connect ground terminal. Ground I will be taking here. Okay, let us connect here. Okay, this read write is always writing means I will connect it to that. And this switch I am going to move to the other place. I will remove for now here. Okay, here in our programming, right, the switch was connected across 2.5. Okay, here similar I was designing that 2.5 I should connect. Already we have taken, right, switch, yeah, 2.5 we should connect. Okay, other end I should connect to the terminal ground. Okay, this is a 2.5, right? Let us verify. 2.5 was connected switch. Yes, it's fine. Okay, next the remaining pins we should connect the this one LCD, the all the port 1 pins. So this part will move to the little bit front. Okay, here switch I will take again, and I am going to connect like this. Okay, here it is like confusing. Okay, here I will connect here 2.5. I will be mentioning like here. Okay. Okay, otherwise I will connect here. I will place here. Okay, it will be very visible. 2.5 I will be connecting to the switch, and other end I'll be going to connect the ground. Okay, this way I was interfaced switch to the 2.5. Why? Because I should connect LCD also. It should be very clean. Okay, here I was connecting LCD to here right now to D0, and this is the next one is D1. Next one is D2, D3 similar way, D4, D5, D6 similar way. Yeah, we should connect all the pins to here, and D7. Yeah, this is done. Yes. Okay, similar way I'm going to connect another LCD to here, and we are going to display the status of the complete, whether it's whether the LED is on or off or right, that and all we are displaying it here. and a little bit I will just move the microcontroller so we can connect clearly. Okay, here 2.0 I will connect here, next 2.1, 2.2. Okay, here we should connect two LCDs so we can display all the information in the both the microcontrollers. What is happening, right? That information we are going to display here. Okay, two more pins. Okay, last pin, yeah. Okay, the connections are done, and 2.0, this LED was connected across 2.6. 2.6 I was connected LED. Okay, this one RS I will connect to here, and similar way enable RS and enable this. I should connect to the ground. Okay, here I have already the ground. Yes. Okay, the similar way we are going to design now. Okay, here the first programming is done. Okay, here what we are doing. Okay, in the if the switch is pressed, I am going to send the character A from the microcontroller one, and here I am just displaying like switch is pressed. Okay, here switch is pressed. I am going to display the same current status, whatever the switch status I am displaying onto the LCD. Just sending a character from the microcontroller. Okay, if the switch is not pressed, I am going to send the B character from the microcontroller. Okay, here this way we were written and also generated tx1.hex file. Okay, the this was done, and similar way I should generate rx1 dot hex file also. Okay, here I am going to create new more file saying that rx dot rx1. Okay, I will say rx1 dot c. Okay, I am going to write the same programming. I am going to copy the same programming which we written earlier, right, in the previous videos. Okay, same programming I was copied, and here the switch is not there. Okay, switch I will comment now here. Okay, only LED is required. Okay, based on that we should start our stop rate. Only LED is required, and we should also set up the baud rate. For example, this microcontroller we should set up the baud rate, and this microcontroller also we should set up the baud rate. And here I am just displaying welcome to my project YT Training Institute. Here I am just displaying the LED status. For example, here I should write some other. Here I should receive, right, while here I will write like Ri double equal to 0 semicolon. Okay, here I was waiting until RI flag set to 1 means I have received some data from the other microcontroller. Okay, wait until data received. Data received. Okay, here I was waiting until received. Okay, here I will store like rx sbuff. Okay, whatever the received data is always available in the sbuff. I was copying to my one of the character. Okay, here what I will do, I will define one character here, unsigned character rx. Okay, this rx I was just copying to that global variable. I was copying whatever the received data. Okay, here I will check if rx whatever the received data is a. Okay, already we were sending a, right? If the switch is pressed, I was sending a. I was turning on the led if I received the a. Okay, here RA flag we should always clear to 0 for the next reception. Okay, RA flag I am setting to 0 for the next reception. Next next reception. Okay, here we were written the program fully. Okay, here else if I will write like this. Okay, if rx character is b. Okay, if I receive b, I should turn off the led. Okay, here I should not send anything. Just I should do the whatever the led on or off. Just I should do led on when I receive a character from the other microcontroller, and I should display only onto the LCD saying that LED is on now. Okay, whatever the current status I was displaying onto the LCD. Okay, similar way here I don't want to send anything from this RX. Okay, that's why I was commented. And here I was just doing this one, yeah, off, LED off, whatever the status I was displaying onto the LCD. Okay, else, for example, if I am not received any of the A and B, I am not doing anything else. This is my last else. Okay, this is a if else statement I was written. Okay, similar way we should write, we should generate another hex file for the rx1 dot hex file I was creating. This is rx1. Yeah, I was compiling, and let's see if we have any issues. Then we are done the complete programming. Two programs we were done. Okay, here I should select tx1 right now. Okay, tx1 hex file. Similar way here rx1 hex file, rx1 hex file. Yes. Okay, right now we'll try to check whether if I press the switch, I should send from here character A. Here I should receive the character A. When I receive character A, I should turn on the LED. Okay, the same program we were written in the keel, and we are going to validate the same use case. Here the open, and here I turn off the LED. See here, switch is not pressed. See here, open, switch is open, and here LED is off. Here LED is off. Okay, if I press this switch, now I should turn on the LED. Here see, status is LED on. Here see, switch is pressed. Yeah, see here, we are going to communicate between the microcontroller directly using the UART communication. Okay, here there is no intermediate chips in between to communicate between the microcontroller. Okay, here we have fulfilled the both the use cases today. Okay, one with here we are sending the logic 1 or logic 0 between the microcontrollers. The second one is we are directly exchanging the data between the microcontrollers serially using the UART communication. We are going to exchange the data. Based on the received data, I'm going to turn on or turn off the LED. Okay, this is the second case also we were implemented successfully. Okay, that's all friends today. If you have any questions, just please comment. Thank you friends. Thank you for watching.